Let me give you a quick overview of our latest live stream, which is all about how to embed web forms into your Drupal site. Now, I have covered how to create web forms, but believe it or not, how you display and embed web forms on your Drupal site plays a pretty important part. Do you want a form to be displayed in a sidebar, in a block region, as a field, as a paragraph? In this live stream, I try to answer all of those questions for you. So we start things off by using and looking at the standard form page that you get when you create a web form. So when you edit a web form and you click on view, this is the standard page that you get. And more often than not, you won't use this page. Well, that's been my experience, but you can customize the URL because by default it is /forms/ and then the form ID, but you can change the URL alias for it just by clicking on settings and then under form, and you can go ahead and change it right there. And you can also change the confirmation page URL if you have configured the confirmation to be a separate page. Then we took a look at how to embed forms into a block region. And what I've done here is on the blog content type that comes with Drupal CMS, right down at the bottom, we have a basic form which has a bit of conditional logic. So if you click on one of these numbers, you then get an additional feedback text area and also the submit button. And we were able to achieve this by using the web form block that comes with the module. And all you need to do is add it to a region, select a web form, and then you can go ahead and make changes to your web form. So you can add in default submission data, and also you can adjust the visibility settings like we have done here, where it'll only be displayed on blog posts. Then we move things over to paragraphs. And what I did is I created a paragraph type called web form, and I simply attached the web form field to it. Now what we can do is if we go to content and click on one of these pages and scroll right down to the bottom, we'll have a paragraph field and also this web form paragraph, which then allows us to select a web form. And you can also adjust the settings. So you can switch it on or off, and also you can schedule it, and you can also set the default submission data. We also took a look at the Webform Node module, which is a submodule, and it gives you a web form content type. And it's a very basic content type. It gives you a title and also just a web form field. And you can install that submodule because it comes with the web form module. And finally, we took a look at how to display web forms in a dialog box or a modal box, whichever way you call it. So if I go to content and click on test page and click on this web form link, we get this nice little modal pop-up, and we were able to configure that because if we go to web forms and then click on configuration and then scroll all the way down, you need to go ahead and enable this web form dialog settings. And then when you go to the actual form in settings, you will then get this option where you can see the different markup that is required to display it in a dialog box. However, there is a bit of configuration with the text format, and we also look at how to use the editor advanced link, because what this allows us to do then is it allows us to add in the option to specify classes on the linked field. So there is a bit of configuration involved. So if you want to learn all about this, check out our latest live stream, which is all about embedding forms in Drupal CMS. And as usual, I have added in the chapter markers in the description and also links to any of the mentioned modules. And if you have any ideas for future videos, please let me know. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below the video.